Hey everybody, this is Ryan, and I'm going to give you an overview of this firearm or valuable safe for home or business use. And I'm going to give you some very specific information about this. Oh man, look at the lights up. As well as what might just fit in here from a size standpoint. Now, this company did reach out to me and said, Ryan, can you give us a detailed overview of our safe? Who am I to say no, but in no way whatsoever will this affect this review. I'm just here to keep it real. Check this out. All right, so this is the safe. First thing to note is this is made out of a very, very hard, I mean, this is some severe, I think it's steel of some sort. It's kind of heavy. It's actually pretty heavy, to be honest, for as small as it is. Very durable looking safe here. It does have some quarter guards here that look to be screwed in. I think that's just more for protecting the safe. I don't think this affects, trying to get into this thing if you didn't want to. There is a bottom. There are two holes to bolt this down. So if you're trying to bolt this down to a table or whatever, this one, I would say, is pretty much meant to lay flat. This is not something you would mount this way based on the design. I guess you could, but from my, looking at this, I wouldn't see why you would do that. It does have, and I'll show you how it looks on the inside, it does have a cable that if you wanted to prevent this from, walking away, even if you bolted it down on the bottom with the screws that are provided, you could also have this slip locked and around something, something solid that this would be near that is not mobile. And then if somebody really wanted this, they would have to cut through this steel cable. So an extra second level, if you will, second level of this not going anywhere from a security standpoint. Now, it does also come with two keys from this design. These are hard to get into, so it's not like a regular key. These are also a lot harder to damage. So you have two of those, and they would go right here to open it up. It also comes with a USB to USB-C. So it does come with 4 AA batteries, but you can also, which pretty much serve as a backup, and then you could have this always plugged in right here, and you would have a charging brick that would need to provide and have that constantly plugged in, so it's not always running on the battery. And that's just to allow you to have, the function of the biometric entry, as well as the digital keyboard you have here, or you have this. So 3 modes to be able to get into this. I'll show you how this one works here. And I will say this thing opens up really, I wouldn't say aggressively, but it's pretty strong opening. It pops up like that. It does have a shock, I call it like a shock absorber that forces it up, and it's up. And so when you're in here doing things, you don't have to worry about it falling down accidentally. It takes a little bit of pressure to push this down into place. It is stable. It is locked and stable. Very high quality from that standpoint. The inside has sort of a suede finish to it. So, if you have valuables and you're kind of concerned is the inside, you could, obviously add more to that from a protecting whatever your valuables or firearms, whatever you have in there. But it does have that feature right here. Then it does come with a foam bottom that can be taken out if you do not want it in there. And this is how the cable is locked in there. So it's bolted in there. You wouldn't be able to pull it through the hole. I mean, there's no way. I don't see how you possibly be able to do that. You'd have to cut it to remove it. There is a battery component or compartment that is back in here that houses the 4 AA batteries that do come with it. So they do come with this. This is ready to go right out of the box. You don't need anything else. There is 1 code that can be used for this, and then 1 finger that can be used for this. Very, very user-friendly as far as how to configure this. There on the inside, there is a button that you press once. You press the 1 or the 2 button, you follow the instructions. Very, very, very user-friendly. Press the 1, you hit OK. You put your, anywhere from 4 to 8-digit code in here. You hit OK and it's done. It's locked. It's good to go. Same thing with the biometric, basically your fingerprint. You press the code activation button on the inside, so you can't get to it unless you have access to the inside. This will light up. You follow instructions, that you press this a couple times and it locks in and uses your finger. So from an example standpoint, It pops open, very nice, user-friendly. There is a light on the inside, so if this was in a place where it was dark, you do have light that will shine in there to illuminate whatever you're trying to get your hands on. The biometric feature here pops open as well, very quick to open up. So if you were concerned about whatever and you wanted to be able to get in there just using, let's say, your finger, you can definitely do that. Just again, you have one code to use for digital, one fingerprint to use for this, and then you have 2 keys. So technically 4 ways of getting in with the key being 2. The dimensions of the overall inside, as far as what you can get in here, if you put some pressure down on the cushion part, you're looking at right at 3 inches vertical space on the inside. Then if you're, now this curves around on the inside, but excluding the curve, you know, so if you wanted to tuck it in there, you could, but excluding that, the top is right at 11, just shy of 11 1/4. Going this way, using this bracket as the guide, because this bumps out a little bit for the bracket, you are looking at about just shy of 7.5 that way. Then the total inside, you're gonna capture roughly another inch on either side here. This is flat all the way down, and back here, you got about another 1/4 inch. And so, from a securing your items all nice and neat, and it actually looks, now it also, as you can see, there's a hole there and a hole there, and that's so if you wanted to bolt this thing down, and it does come with screws that you can use, or you might want to, you know, use your own, but it does come with provided screws for mounting this down wherever you'd like to go. Hope this answers any questions you have about this firearm or just in general valuables safe, and we'll talk to you